What is going on, guys? Ryan Cunningham here, better known as Line Edits. I have a quick little tutorial here. Decided to do this one on Element 3D, using it and motion tracking text to make it 3D, make it look like it's in the real clip, such as this example here. Now there are other programs such as Cinema 4D and other ones, Buju, something like that, but the one that I use is called Element 3D, and it is all in After Effects. The clip that I'm going to use today is this cinematic for Mafra 2, and I'm thinking I'll put the text right against the wall, kind of right here. So basically the first thing that you want to do is you want to motion track it, and what I use to motion track is Camera Tracker 1.0. This might take a while, so I'm probably going to fast forward through it. So yeah. So now the motion tracking is done. If you want a tutorial on how to use Camera Tracker, it's a really fast and easy way to motion track, and it gets a lot of points. I can do another tutorial on that, but for right now I'm going to skip that part. So what I like to do when I use Camera Tracker is I like to look for a point that will, stay and it has a good, area and line. So one example that I would probably use is this black dot right here. So actually, if we turn that off, no, I don't know how to turn it off actually. Anyway, so there's like a black dot right there, and if you look, it stays on it the whole time, even from there. So I'd probably use something like that because it's, it's a good point. So what you do is you create a null object. You should rename that. And this is the fun part where you add in your text. So first thing I'm going to do is make a new layer by doing Control Y, and we're going to call that element. You go to your effects and type in element by Video Copilot. Drag that onto the solid. Let's just take a little bit. So now it's on, and this is when you can add in your text. So go to the top, new text, and we're just going to put Line Edits. But I'll probably make it, that looks really gross. Let's do that actually. So the next thing you want to do is you want to go to your element and go to custom layers, and you want to go custom text and masks, and this is what you use if you want to make 3D text or shapes and logos and stuff. If you mask it, you're going to go to path layer, select the first one, and select your text, which mine is Line Edits. You're just going to turn that off because you don't need the white anymore. Next thing you're going to do is Scene Setup, and click Extrude, and now you see that we have a 3D model of whatever text you chose. So usually what I do, I just have the basic pack is I go to Bevels, and a good one that I like is, I like this one. I don't know why. I don't like that though. So I'll probably change it for that, and pretty nice 3D text. Good. So you click OK. Now the text is like just in front of your screen right now. So what you want to do next is you want to go to your null object, the one that you selected on your point, and you want to press P. And it's already 3D, so it comes up with an X, Y, and Z, I believe, already. Next thing you want to do is you want to go back to the element tab, close up that, open up group 1 because you selected on your custom path layer as 1. Go to particle replicator, and what you're going to do is you're going to copy the Z or the far right one of your null object, so this one, Control C, and then you're going to put it on the Z, Control V, and you're going to go to the middle of null object, Control C, go to the right of the XY on the particle replicator, paste that, and then the left hand side down here, Control C to up here, Control V. So now what that's going to do is it makes the text motion tracked to that point which we put over here. Next thing you want to do is you should see the tiny circles such as this one right here. If you can't find it, you click this button and you just put it somewhere down here, and then once you find the point you can just drag around till you see your text such as this. Now if you look, this text is motion tracked, but as you can see, it's pretty gross because it's too big and the head is underneath it and it doesn't look 3D. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it a lot smaller. Sometimes what I would do in an edit or something is I would have the text actually underneath the person so it looks like it's real 3D. But you have to mask out and around, and that I'm not going to be showing in this tutorial. So as you see, it's motion tracked, you walk past it, it's real, everything's all real. But it looks kind of weird because it's not actually lined up like it's sitting on the wall. So what you want to do is you want to go to your rotation in Particle Replicator and you just play around with these. Turn that down, put it to the side. That's looking a little better, but as you can see, it needs to go let's go a little bit back. I'm not going to make it perfect, just a quick little adjustment here and there, something like that. It looks pretty bad with it coming off, but I'm not too bothered by that. I'll fix that though by just moving that, putting that there like so, and there. So that's how you motion track and you add the 3D text in. Just basic. If you want to do something a little more different and it really adds to your cinematic, is you go to Element and you go to your Group 1 Particle Replicator and you click on the Multi-Object tab on the bottom and you enable it. And what this does is it enables basically each letter or whatever you've done so that it's like a separate object. So basically what I can do is now I can rotate each one. Now if you look, each one's a different rotation. You can do displacement, make them go wide. I don't usually like that one. Displacement, no, it does nothing. You can X, go that. You can make it go up and down. You can basically do anything. Lots of people, but they like to use this random rotation because the letters are in the same area, and it looks nice. It's a pretty good effect. So to be able to do that, it's super easy. Just go to your point where you want the text to be fully together. That's usually where I start out. And we'll scroll down here to rotation and just keyframe that. So then basically you come back here and you just decide how much you want it to rotate. So maybe something like that. So when you're walking, it's coming and it rotates, and it's as soon as it hits the keyframe where you want it, it's perfectly lined up. I think it adds a lot and it's real nice. Another thing that you want to do is you want to add reflection because it looks like it's not in place. So I'm not going to add any color correction because there's no point right now. But what you do to make add reflection to the text is you duplicate your cinematic, preferably in an area where you're going to basically read the text the most, so probably where the text is still. And what you're going to do with that is you're going to go to time, right click, go to time and freeze frame it, and you're going to rename that frozen. And you're just going to turn it off and turn off the sound, even though it doesn't matter. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your Element tab, close all that, go to Custom Layers, and go to Custom Texture Maps. And you're going to go later one, and you're going to click on Frozen. Next, you're going to Scene Setup, and you have your text here. And what you want to do is you want to go down on your farthest. What I like to do is you go on your farthest out one, so it's the white one, that is the one that's farthest out. So I click on that, go down to reflection, kind of mess around with these things, refraction, stuff like that. So you can see the colors kind of changing a bit already. What you want to do is you want to go into environment and click on the tab that says default, and you have a list of all these ones that you can use. But if you want to be really technical, you can use the real map, which we did, which is right here. You click that, click OK, and you can already see the real reflections, like there's a wall back there, and if you look up, you probably see the sun or something like that. So you click OK, and basically, yeah, it doesn't look the best because it's a quick tutorial, but you can see that it does change. the look on it a lot, which is pretty awesome. So that's basically how you use Element to motion track in a really fast tutorial. You can go more in depth and do a whole, color correction, black bars, stuff like that. But this is basically how you do it if you want to do short and sweet. So yeah, that was a quick tutorial, my first one, so give me some credit. If you have any others or you like this, drop a like or a sub and comment in the below. If you want me to make another tutorial basically on anything, I can probably do it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.